The next mistake so many of us make is associating a shape with a chord. And moving is such. Okay, I want you to hear right now that a shape is not a chord. It's a shape. So remember that. Every time I hear somebody say, I can never play F major, you can't play that shape F major. You can play F major anywhere. Do you understand where F major lives? My goodness, it's all over the place. We could play F major. You know what? I'll just record it. We could play F major where I just showed you. We can play it. You know what? Let's play it right here. Oh, what do you know? We just played F major. Isn't that amazing? Oh, what about here? Let's try it here. Beautiful. Isn't that just great? So there are all of these places that we could play chords. A shape is not a chord. Okay, just remember that. So one of the tips I have is that often if I'm going from something like a D here and I want to go to an A minor, right? A lot of times I'll come back to my comfortable A minor. But look at that movement. It's here to here, here to here. But I have an A here. So why wouldn't I just go from here to here? So there are certain ways that we can start to visualize how to shift chords and how to move chords in a very efficient way. So we want to find shared notes that are closer to us. So the shared note idea is really us taking a look at what's going on. So we can do something as simple as, let's say, a D minor chord, right? And we can go through D minor up here. And instead of saying I need to go from D minor to A minor and going like this, I want to find shared notes or close notes to build the chord from this area. So I know that there's an A right here, and I could play A minor there. I know that there's an A here, and I could probably easily build a... Yep, there it is. There's my A minor. So I could change it from there to there. So you're already seeing all the variations. I mean, I just played within a few moments and minutes, I just played 3 variations of A minor. But you start to notice that they're much easier to play and switch to quickly and effortlessly when we start to look at this as, this isn't the only A minor. This is not the only A minor that exists. So we start to analyze, well, you know what, there's an A here. I can just build a bar chord A minor right there. Perfect. You know what? This note that I'm already playing, it's an A minor. It's an A, I should say. So it shares that note with D minor. I've got an A right there. So why wouldn't I just use that and build something off of that? And I'll show you what I mean by that. So again, it's there. And did you see how minimally I had to move? I was here, and then I was here. I even kept a finger down. Talk about efficiency. So it's all about this idea of making sure that you're not locking yourself into shapes, per se, but locking yourself into identifying where the chords live everywhere. So the exercise I'm going to give you today, just to start to open up your mind to this, is I want you to play A minor in 3 places, okay? I want you to play it open, so open A, 2nd fret of D, 2nd fret of G, 1st fret of the B string, open E. Then I want you to do our A minor bar chord. So I want you to bar the entire 5th fret, all of the strings, and I want you to use your middle finger to bring in reinforcement if you need to, okay? Really push that down to get them to ring out. And it's going to be 5th fret, 7th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D, and then the 5th fret for the rest. And then I want you to do the quick 3-string variation that I just did. And you could actually make it a 4-string if you wish. And it might sound more full, so let's just do that. It's easy. So we do the 7th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the G, B, and E. So I want you to be able to go A minor, A minor, A minor. And this is intended to show you that a shape is not a chord. You can play chords everywhere. So let's listen to those played back to back. So again, we've played the same chord. Nothing changed. I didn't add any extensions. I didn't add any extra fluff or any extra notes at all. It's just very simply A minor in 3 locations. And we've got a ton of other A minor options that we can tap into everywhere. These are just 3 variations. But I want you to realize that, you know, a shape isn't just a shape. We want to make sure that we use shared notes that are closer to you.